are listening to GORCAST, you idiot.
Ones are like the first ones you watch. You know what I should go back and watch? And I almost kind of hate to say it on a podcast. Hopefully he's not recording now. Dane Cook.
Dude, that is so is it recording? Thank God that we got that, because it's so funny that you said that, because I literally have, like, I don't know, how old are you?
I'll be 32 next Thursday.
32, so we're like the same age. I'll be 33 next month.
Okay.
Or in January. But I'm going to let this chill for a minute. But I was just going back and, like, I was looking through HBO or Peacock or one of those fucking things, Paramount, and somebody has all of the old Comedy Central Presents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, no way, because that's when I started watching stand-up and, like, first getting into it.
Yeah.
And I was like...
those, like, 30-minute specials?
I would download them from LimeWire, dude.
Damn.
And put them on my, like, iPod Nano when they first had the video on there, and I was, like, watching guys doing dick jokes on the bus, and I was like, you know, the teachers will never know.
That's not all you downloaded on LimeWire, and that's not all you put on your Nano.
I don't... You know, I didn't put any porn on the Nano.
I've ruined so many friends' family computers.
I was never a porn downloader, dude. I was never like a let me archive my porn.
But that was the way to get it then, to get like long video. You know what I mean? Like there was no Pornhub or like X videos then.
Yeah.
Not that I know of. Or
it was Real Media Player, dude.
Yeah.
It was real. Yes. You know, Cards Against Humanity. There's a card in there that says jerking off to a 30-second Real Media Player clip.
Christ,
and I was like, damn, how did they fucking nail us so hard, dude?
Yeah, because we're not alone in this world.
It's like pixelated and it's loading and you're just trying to fucking,
for sure,
you know, stay concentrated.
Definitely jerked off to like the scratchy scrambled version of like the HBO that you'd get on like your antenna or whatever.
Did you ever I was talking about this with Zach Black. Did you ever have like a friend who had like HBO and you go over to his house and like jerk off?
For sure. Yeah.
In the same room with the dudes? Or did you guys take turns in the den?
No, there's definitely been times where our buddy and I have jerked off in the same room. For sure.
Really?
In like middle school days. 100%,
I never did
dude.
that. I'm sorry. It's no shade.
Don't apologize.
I feel like maybe I missed out on something. Like maybe
I think it's more dehumanizing to be in the same room while your buddy's like fucking a girl on the top bunk or in another bed.
Okay.
I think
we've
more
all kind of been there.
Because at least when we're both jerking off like back to back, I get to finish. You know what I mean?
That's a fucking write that down.
Why?
That's good. No, it's true. You do. You get to, at least you get to finish. So it's less gay.
Yeah, it's less gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both like achieving
You're not just cucking out listening to your boy go to Pound Town.
You know, when my high school football player buddy is on the top bunk fucking his girlfriend, I'm on the bottom sobbing and jerking off. Yeah, that's a lot more dehumanizing than back-to-back jerking.
Both of you watching Cinemax.
Honestly, it might be more gay to masturbate in the same room while your buddy is fucking. Then it's like you're a cuck.
Yeah,
even if you're not watching, if you're just listening or just around the sexual energy. Gay, bro.
Is cucking gay though?
They say that the real relationship is between the real intimacy is between like the men, between the two cucks, between the cuck and the cucky.
And the bull?
The cuck and the bull, yeah. The cuck and the cucky. No, it's cucky is the cuck. You're right, yeah.
Yeah. The bull and the cuck is where the real magic happens, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's where the real magic is. That's where the real intimacy is. That's the word on the street, man.
No, it's not. Really?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
No.
That's what they say in all the forums.
Show me your sources. Show me them. I want to see your sources. Let me show me your cuck forum, dude.
Pull that up on Reddit. Let's see.
No.
Actually, don't search cuck on Reddit. You probably
me and my buddies back home a couple years ago around the holiday season, we were talking about how funny it would be. My bandmates that are like musical nerds, you know, and one of them's like a real write the music out like nerd and plays every instrument. And we were talking about what if you're riffing and you start coming up with stupid ideas. It's like, what if there was a like Book of Mormon style Broadway play, but it was the Nightmare Before Christmas from a perspective of a cuck trying to find a bull for his wife. So it's the Nightmare Before Cuckmas. And it's like a bull.
That's at
I
least
really need a bull.
It's at least a really good porn parody.
Yeah, right.
I have this joke I've been doing about ending the Ukrainian war with my dick because my girlfriend said that I was weaponizing orgasms against her. And at the end, I do this part where I'm like, if I did do that, I'd be a hero. like they'd make movies about me, and then I name all these fucking just renamed war movies.
Top Gun.
A Cock on Lips Now, a band of
A Cock on Lips Now.
a band of Step Brothers, Predator.
Do behind enemy lines, dude. Quick, on the fly.
Do behind enemy lines.
Behind.
I don't know.
Saving Ryan's Privates.
Yeah, but that's like something.
That's a classic grade school.
School.
That's a grade school. Yeah, for sure. It's
but
hacky.
at the end of the joke, I'm like, if I don't make it in comedy, at least I have a career in
porn,
war parody porn. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
I need you to fuck her for me. You're in the pit and you're dying. You get hit with a grenade. You're like, tell Laura I love her. I need you to fuck her for me. He's like, you're going to watch it yourself.
Yeah, the squirt locker.
The squirt locker. I'm trying to think of...
Zero Dark Squirty.
Zero Dark Squirty. Maybe I don't know enough war movies. I'm trying to think of one for Full Metal Jacket. But yeah, those ones have kind of already been done on
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacking.
Full Metal Jacket. It's the same thing. You just make a jerk off motion.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's easy.
Super easy.
Easy punchline. You're right. We're writing bits.
Black Cock Down.
Black Cock Down. Dude, money. You just firing these off the dome?
Sure.
Yeah. Should we fucking start the show for real? Let's do it.
No, but that's what I'm trying to get at is if the musical doesn't land, you could at least do a Nightmare Before Cuckmas porn parody.
You could, yes, you could.
That'd be one long film, and then you break it up into the different 20-minute scenes.
Yeah.
Then you break those 20-minute scenes up into 5 and 7-minute fucking comp reels.
Boom.
And then you sell ad space on Pornhub. That's how it
Step
works.
3, profit.
Yeah.
You know?
Trust me, I've looked into how this.
Yeah? Are you on the hub, dude?
Am I on the hub?
Are you featured on the hub?
No, I'm not.
Not even like a
hub.
POV, like.
No. I did used to stash videos that like girls and I would take on X videos in like a private account.
Oh, okay.
A little private porn database.
Is that creepy? Is that weird?
If you keep it after you're like not talking.
Oh, okay.
If you like make it with a girlfriend and then you all break up and you keep it and watch it and cry. That's creepy.
Is it creepier if you cry or if you don't cry? What's creepier?
I think it's creepier if you're a maniac about it. If you're like, you're fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just really living for the
used
glory
to be
days.
mine.
That'd be like watching like tape from your high school football games and like rooting for yourself in like a game you won.
Should have started me, Red.
It's like rewatching the state championship that you were in that you threw 4 touchdowns and you're like, fuck yeah.
Like Uncle Rico.
Yeah. You're just like standing over top of the TV.
I could have went pro, but I chose not to.
I unplugged my headphones.
Oh, it's okay. You just plug it right back into that little circular. Oh, okay. So you should be able to latch those in. Kind of, it's a scroobadoodle. Scroobadoodle.
Did I break your headphones?
No.
I got it. There it is.
Did you lock it this time so it doesn't happen again?
So.
There you go.
Well, I stepped on it. That's why.
Oh yeah.
That's why it came out. I tried.
Well, you're fucking doing act outs on the podcast.
I tried to do an act out and stand up on a pot where the camera's already been fitted for me.
Is he still in the middle of the camera? All right.
Because like I'll stand up and I'll just be cock face on the camera, right?
Your fucking big old meat mallet is falling out of your athletic shorts, dude.
Sorry. I figured this was a casual podcast.
It is, dude. I'm wearing fucking shorts too. So,
yeah,
and
exactly.
I stepped on my shit too. See? I stepped on it too. Exactly. I just don't have as big of a meat hammer as you do.
You're right.
Just flashing it around, fucking 7 inches soft over here.
Sorry, bud. I wasn't.
Dude, I'm a grower, not a shower, and I'm not trying to get hard right now. So we're not measuring dicks.
Are we about to have a boner contest on your podcast?
No.
Turn on the boner meter. Let's fucking do this.
There's like a drop for it. Boner meter. Boner contest time. Jesus Christ.
Do you have any drops on your podcast?
We do actually. We're gonna watch some clips.
GORCAST.
We're actually. Should we start the show for real? Let's do it.
We've been recording though, talking bullshitting, right?
Yeah.
Is the show not bullshitting and riffing?
It is bullshitting and riffing. We're just gonna officially start it with we missed the fucking the opening song.
There's an intro?
Yeah, we got to give you the intro to get you kind of fired up.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
GORCAST.
You are listening to GORCAST, you idiot.
You know it's a good fucking intro when the host is like, this is when I pop in the Zen.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm going to pop the
like,
Zen in right now.
I need, when you edit
You
this
want one,
together,
dude?
Yeah, I'm a big tobacco smoker, so I guess I could use that. You don't have a vape, do you?
Oh, look at that. It's my last one, dude, just for you. I'll go get more.
You sure?
Yeah.
We're going to be here for a while. You do
All right.
it. I'll suck on this fucking weed.
Okay,
I'll be
that's
fine with
cool.
that.
Okay.
I smoke weed like a fucking freight train.
Dude, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you.
Dude,
thank you for coming.
having me. Thank you
It's
for
cool to
having
have you here for me because, like, I came and visited a lot before I moved here, like probably like 6 or 7 times within like a year and a half time span. So it was like way too much to be traveling to a place that you're not.
Where were you
living.
from?
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Oh, really?
Oregon.
That's a big fucking travel, dude. That's a big trip.
And during COVID, it was just like so locked down. So me and the boys were just like, let's go to Ausin. And then we came down once, and it was like right when the mask mandate shit went away. And we were like, dude, we went to Kill Tony. We went to Secret Show. We went to like Rainy Street and saw that the bars were all popping off and like raves were happening at every bar and they were packed. And we're like, back home at that time, it was like still, you know,
In Portland?
if anything was open, it was you have to show your vax card and wear a mask, and it was like, you know, just, and rarely nothing was really open. You weren't allowed to do shows at all of any kind without looking like a, you know, piece of shit or whatever. People would just like try to cancel
You're a
you.
right-wing conspiracy theorist if you do a show.
Right, exactly. And so we came
You're a
down. We
Nazi.
came down here during St. Patrick's Day. Went to Kill Tony. It was crazy. It was the Donnell Rawlings one where he fucking got all mad and walked out. And
I never saw that.
yeah, and then we went to a bunch of comedy shows, went to like bars, and it was popping. And so we're like, you know what, we're gonna come back down here in a couple of months and do metal shows. So we came back down and played a show at Come and Take It.
That's a fun venue. I saw Max Sabbath there last year. God, what a
They just
fun
played here again like a couple
They
days
just
ago.
played on the 11th. Yeah, I was doing Dress
Shout
to
out
Kill
to
that
Anthony.
night.
I love Come and Take It. It's like my second home for me.
It's a fun spot.
But to bring it back to you, I was going to Vulcan a lot. Every time I would visit, I'd get as many Vulcan tickets as I could. And you probably checked my ID and fucking bagged me up like 10 times.
Really?
Before I ever moved here. Because you worked at Vulcan, right? Or you still do? No.
I haven't worked at Vulcan in like a year.
Okay.
Like a week over a year.
But look at this. Now I'm living here. Now you're here. We're smoking pot.
Now we're on the podcast.
Now we're
together.
doing a podcast. It's so weird how the world works.
Yep.
Fucking.
All started off probably started off with like, oh fuck yeah, another long hair.
Oh yeah, this
exactly
is the
that.
long-haired guy tie-dye podcast. That's what this is today.
Yeah,
This is the
yeah.
long-haired guy. Your tie-dye is way cooler than mine, though. I get the Bucky street cred, but yours is like actually a dope tie-dye shirt.
Man,
That
somebody made a Grateful Dead. It was like a, you know, Shakedown Street shirt, a fucking bootleg merch.
Shakedown Street. What is
Shakedown Street is like this magical place that they set up at specifically Grateful Dead concerts. Now there's like lot scenes and other like Fish and King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, you know what I mean? Like some of these other bands have lot scenes too, but Shakedown Streets is like the iconic lot scene for the Grateful Dead, where all the fans would set up, these people that follow the Grateful Dead around all year, all summer, and for summers on end, set up like merch tables, and they fucking sell grilled cheeses, and they sell crystals, and they sell bootleg merch.
So you can get your chakras and your grilled cheese on.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah. And they sell LSD.
Oh.
And they sell nitrous balloons and Molly mushrooms.
So that's a perfect place to get a tie-dye
it's a
shirt.
very happy place. Yeah.
Where was this?
I went to Shakedown Street in Bristow, Virginia, so that was right outside of DC.
Okay.
But they do wherever there's a Grateful Dead show or like a jam band show. These people set up.
Okay.
Like there's vendors that you can follow on Instagram that are pretty well known, like Thunder Shout and Nola Dead, and now that the Dead isn't touring anymore because it was like Grateful Dead, then Dead and Company. Now these vendors are doing their own little like. They're posting like an open micer their tour of like, these are the shows that I'm going to this summer or this fall.
Okay.
I'm going to see this Grateful Dead cover band, and I'm going to see Fish, and I'm going
It's
to
like
see King
following like Warped Tour, like bands used to do that back in the
Right,
day.
yeah, exactly.
But this is a vendor, like he makes wire wrapped around fucking crystals and shit. And
Right,
he's gonna
yeah.
go and fucking sell them at like farmers market style on a blanket.
Oh,
some incense.
exactly.
Nice,
Yes.
okay,
So it
cool.
used to be this big community of people that would like just follow the dead around everywhere and do this. You know what I mean?
I've never understood that.
They would either follow them around the country or follow them around like
crazy.
Regionally. Like King Gizzard is coming next November, and a bunch of people that are coming to the Ausin show are also going to Houston. They're going to see them in New Orleans.
They'll do the whole circuit.
Right. They're doing like the southeastern circuit or whatever.
What kind of jobs do those people have where they can
know.
fucking, I'm gonna go follow the dead? And it's funny because you'll see like a regular, you'll see like a guy that looks like he has his fucking life together. You know what I mean? And
just a tech bro,
or not even a tech bro, like a family man, like a 40-year-old like family man. He's like, yep, we're gonna be with the dead for the next month. He's like, what about your children?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, oh, it's whatever, Cheryl's got it. We're gonna be following the dead around, doing acid and fucking each other in the mud. You know, you're just like, what?
It's so crazy, man. Some of them do it full time. That's their gig, is going around and like living in that community. It's almost like Burning Man on wheels. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, there's radical self-reliance, but there's also a reliance on the community as well. You know what I mean? Like everybody's helping everybody and shit like that.
So it's so foreign to me, especially because when I'm like, my dad, I basically grew up like listening to whatever my dad listened to. You know, I think most people do that with their parents or whatever. And like he was into all kinds of rock, classic rock, metal, Metallica stuff. But there was a couple artists that he missed the boat on, like. And I never got him until later. And Grateful Dead, he was never into that. And then so I grow up and I like, see people smoking weed and they're wearing the Dead thing. And I'm like, what is this? And it's like, it was so hyped up for me. And then I check it out and it's this like goofy fucking jam music. It's a slow jam band. And I'm like, what this?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be like riffing fucking like Metallica, like metal shit, because there's a skull on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just,
it's like light blues.
Yeah, it just
like,
gets built up. And the merch is dope. And like all the people that wear it are like stonery. And you're like, okay, this has got to be some fucking heavy shit. And it's like, damn. And you're just like, what? This is what people are fucking going crazy about? It must be awesome when you're fucking on acid.
I mean, before
must be awesome.
Oh, dude, yeah, the Dead on acid is amazing.
It must be
it's
incredible.
so perfect. Yeah,
they built a fucking lifestyle around it.
Well, that's what the CIA does. You know what I mean? They insert CIA. They insert LSD.
Scott Wharton, our premier conspiracy consultant, dude. Tell us more. How was the FBI involved in the Grateful Dead?
The CIA is definitely involved with the Grateful Dead and LSD and the whole psychedelic.
Oh, and it's MK Ultra stuff. It's a simple MK Ultra
stuff.
Right,
yeah. The theory being that the 60s counter culture and counter revolution is actually like a CIA psyop. Jim Morrison's dad was actually a colonel, right? I think it was a colonel. He was like one of the chief military officers that executed the Gulf of Tonkin.
Shit.
False
I feel
flag,
like I've heard a lot of that stuff about Jim Morrison.
Which is like a confirmed false flag attack that was the prerequisite for us to get involved in the Vietnam War. So I don't know, it's just like weird shit like that some of these like
it's fun.
Great figures from the 60s are like actually CIA plants.
It's fun.
It's fun to think about.
Have you ever
I still wear the tie-dye. I don't care. I love acid.
No, dude. Yeah, it's cool. I've actually never had I've never had an experience on acid where I think I've just maybe had shitty acid, but every time I had acid, it was like a little like body feeling, but I never like saw any of the shit that everybody said.
Never had like visuals?
I never had a fucking trip like that before, dude. I wish I did.
Come over for Thanksgiving.
Okay. What's in this turkey, Scott? That's not turkey. It's another comedian's head. What? It turns into Party Monster.
But at Shakedown Street, now that I've explained Shakedown Street, there was a vendor that had a bootleg Grateful Dead shirt, and it was like, they call it a Steely. That's what the logo is. The skull with the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that'll just like take that circle where the lightning bolt is on the skull, and they'll just change it with whatever logo.
Oh, okay.
And somebody put the Buc-ee's logo.
That's kind of hard.
Like the head of the skull, and it was fucking.
Can you Google that picture of one of those? Do you think Do you think that they're probably online? Buc-ee's what?
Buc-ee's Steely.
Grateful Dead.
Buc-ee's Grateful Dead. I'm sure.
Yeah, Buc-ee's Grateful Dead shirt.
For sure, it'll pop
Some
up.
Shit.
Oh, that's the joy of having a little TV over here.
Right, we got it all, bro. It's just chill. All we do is smoke weed and fucking hang out, dude. I gotta ash this.
Yeah, ash it up, fire it up. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, nice. See, I feel like they could have made it. They could have made it cooler.
Somebody's just got it right there. The black.
You know
one is cool.
You know what'd be cool if he was Bucky, and there was a little red hat on top of the skull, and then like a beaver face and teeth where the skull is.
Ooh,
that would be
cool.
hard.
I have an idea for a Bucky's tattoo that I want to get next July. After that'll be my 3rd year anniversary of moving to Austin, moving to Texas. So I figured that it's about time that I can get a Texas tattoo, right?
Yeah.
I want to get a Bucky's skull. I want it to. There's this artist illustrator Ralph Steadman who used to paint and illustrate for Hunter S. Thompson, like different articles and stories of his, right? And if you look up Ralph Steadman's, actually he did the bats that are on my arm.
Oh, okay.
So he has this
Wait,
one.
he did.
This is like his artwork. Someone tattooed it on me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It'd be really fucking cool if Ralph Steadman tattooed that on me. Shit. God, that'd be cool. Yeah, look up Ralph Steadman. STE. Yep.
Can you shut those other tabs too, Tony?
Yeah, shut all the porn off.
Shut all that fucking business off. It's not a time for business.
Yeah.
Here, you can have some of this business right here.
Let's do it. Yeah, so this is all.
Oh,
all right,
cool.
So see the one,
creepy.
See the one with the bat wings right there?
Down below?
Yeah, so I want a Bucky's skull that has bat wings with a little cigarette
Nice.
coming out of his mouth, and it says "Buck around and find out."
No, dude.
So it'll be like
that's
a Bucky's
awesome.
skull, an ode to Texas. Then I'll have the bat wings, which is kind of like an ode to Austin.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's fucking, Ralph Steadman and
Underneath
Hunter S.
it,
Thompson.
underneath it, you could
Shit.
put the fucking skyline or something too if you wanted to.
Ooh, yeah.
Get crazy with it.
Yeah, you could do something.
Dude, I have
like
no
that.
tattoos. I'm the least metal.
Really?
I'm the least metal guy ever. And I think
you're
I'm
just straight edge. Well, except
I'm
for
just
the
a-
fact you smoke weed
just
and
a
drink
pussy,
whiskey.
dude.
Do you not like needles? Are you scared of tattoos?
No, I'm
You're scared it's
not.
gonna hurt?
I'm scared of the commitment of like a thing. And dude, I think in my life I've paid deposits on like 2 or 3 tattoo consultations where I like took art work in. I had an idea, and then I was like, "This is fucking lame."
And
like,
you didn't have
and
the
then
follow through.
I just didn't want to. And then now I'm like, "Oh, I'm so glad I didn't get that on me. That was so lame." You know what I mean? Like, and so I'm just like it was like album arts and lyrics from bands I was listening to at the time, right, or whatever.
Dude,
And
I would
it's
have
just, like,
so many lyrics
whack.
tattooed on my body if it were up to if I was just making bad decisions. There would be so many lyrics tattooed on my body.
Oh yeah. Like fucking.
I
I
already have a
chimed
bunch of
in with a.
words
No, I'm just kidding.
and lettering
Did you
and
go
shit
through
like
an
that on
emo
my
phase, dude? You seem like you skipped the emo phase, and you were more like, while everybody was like being emo and like wearing tight pants and had their hair in their face and trying to act cool, you were like doing pop brownies and like getting in like the real trouble. Like you were like the like bad boy, like trippy hippie guy, right? You would wear a lot of tweed, maybe.
No, I didn't wear a tweed. No, I used to be a little bit of a wigger, actually. Yeah. There's a picture.
Do you have a picture?
There's
Airdrop
a picture of me on my
picture.
Instagram.
Airdrop
for
it.
sure.
Oh, it's on your
Like
Instagram?
a
He'll pull it up. He'll pull it
wiggery.
up. Dude, I got to see Wiggery Scott Wharton.
It's like me
Scott
and two of
W
my
to
white friends.
the HARTON.
Like skater, like Wu-Tang skater wiggers. You know what I mean?
Like you would wear like Osiris shoes, like the big giant shoes, right?
Yeah. Had like the famous shirts.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
the big F, the
F,
famous.
yeah.
That was definitely my MySpace layout.
That
for
was
a while.
such a Ashton Kutcher fucking brand era. Like you just loved punked so much that you fucking walk around with a famous hat.
Yeah. We were like Rob Dyrdek skater like style yo boys. You know what I mean? That's what we were.
It was like when K-Fed was hot. You know, remember
Right,
K-Fed?
Yeah. When K-Fed was hot.
Kevin Federline, dude.
Now-
Could you imagine?
Yeah,
getting
Britney Spears traded her sexual energy with him, and now look at her. Now she looks like a backup dancer. In her own goddamn fucking living room, she does look like a backup dancer,
Britney's so crazy.
swinging knives around and shit. Which, don't get me wrong, it's kind of hot. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah,
We've all fucked a girl with the handle of a knife blade, so
a
like,
little crazy. She's a little crazy. It's funny because everyone's
just me. All right,
everyone's
you guys got
kind of
weird on that.
I'm sorry. What was it? You fucked a girl with a knife?
No,
I don't know.
no, keep
I'm sorry.
going. You're right to
I didn't
push
mean to
past
step
it.
on.
No,
I just
you're
pushed
right to push
past
past
it.
it. Yeah.
Moving on. No, but she's. It's funny.
I forgot that I was doing a podcast and
It's
I wasn't
okay,
on FetLife. I always get those things confused.
Dude, that's what we're here for.
It's like, so I peed on people and they're like, we were talking about smoking pot, Scott. I don't know why.
Scott. Hey, whoa, hey, where are you? Hey, buddy. You know, we're here. We're doing a podcast. You're talking about fucking girls with knife handles. What's going on, Scott?
You did hear me.
Where's your mic? Yeah. So you do listen, even though it's like a toxic girlfriend. Oh, so you did. So you are listening to me when you act like you haven't. So every time you say what, you did hear me.
No, but I hate that shit too. I hate when like I've been telling. There's like a. Hate when I'm like dating a girl and I'm like, hey, I just keep telling her something over and over, like an important thing in my life or something. Yeah. And then like the thing comes up and she's like, you never told me about that. I'm like, I have told you about that 4 times. And then she accuses me of gaslighting her. I'm like, here we fucking go, dude. Here we go.
Where are you from?
Virginia.
Oh, you're from Virginia too? What's up with all these Virginia boys? So did you know Ridley back home?
I didn't know Ridley back home. I know Mumford.
Mumford, okay.
So
God, I love Mumford. We need to get him in here.
Oh, he's the best.
He's the best.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Mumford used to come up to Fredericksburg, which is my hometown.
Okay.
And he used to hit open mics up there.
Okay.
I think he started coming up during COVID because he was doing like Richmond mics, which Richmond is a very like woke city, liberal college, VCU, like tear down
so
statues,
annoying.
Wear masks, very like which like
is cool. I mean,
I'm not sitting here like I'm just saying they're very like
we were
very woke like culture. So when COVID happened, there wasn't doing any open mics down there and shit like that. It was like a couple weeks after the initial shutdown that they started letting us do open mics again. Granted, they made us do them with all these like weird stipulations. But Mumford used to come up with another crew of people from like Richmond who weren't like woke comics. It was him and Tyler and Monty. And they used to come up and do the open mics. And then I started letting them like host. I would like let other people host the open mic that I was doing. So they would do that and shit. It was fucking fun, man. Mumford, he won a roast battle like contest tournament that I put on. We did like a tournament one night where it was like brackets and you all had to so you had to write jokes for everybody because you didn't know who you would face in the finals. Or who
that's
you would
cool.
Face in the next round.
You should bring that back. You should do something like that here.
Like a one night thing.
That's cool.
I want to do roast stuff, but I don't want to step on like roast battles.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then for some reason when you do see a roast thing around here now, especially here maybe because of the roast battle thing, you're like, what is this? What is this roast thing?
Yeah, exactly.
What is this? But that's at least a little different. Like
it's a little different. Yeah,
the
it's
whole
like a bracket.
It's
thing.
cool that you have to kind of like look around and strategize. Like, oh, what am I going to say about Ty Rivera or like whoever's there? What am I going to say about Zach Black or you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
The only issue with that is a lot of the people who are like in the. I don't think it's like a sanctioned thing, you know what I mean? But like in the roast battle league.
The roast league,
the people who are kind of in that circle of constantly doing the roast battles, I don't think that if I start doing my own independent thing, unless it's at like a prestigious club, I don't think that those people are going to get on board. You know, I'm not going to be able to book certain comics because they're going
to want to wait till roast battle,
right? Yeah. And they're not going to want to step on roast battle's toes.
Brian Moses or whatever.
Right, yeah. So
that makes sense.
That's kind of my reasoning for not wanting to do that. But anyway,
sorry.
Mumford and I were friends for a while in Virginia. He used to do the open mics. We used to go do shows together. He's booked me on shows. I booked him on shows. And then, like Christmas of 2020, his sister got him plane and hotel reservations to come out to Austin for him and a friend to come out to Austin and like check out the scene.
Does she live here or something?
No. Oh. She lives in Virginia.
Oh, it was just a gift.
That's
cool.
Yeah, because she knew he was big into comedy.
Yeah.
Mumford had been on Kill Tony before. He was in Kill Tony Discord. He was like a big fan of the show. So, so he ended up bringing me. We flew out here, and I got on Kill Tony, and we spent the week out here and like did comedy with everybody.
That's so sick.
And it was like the whole thing was to come out here and test like, can we fit in? Are we good enough?
Yeah.
And we were. So we came. Mumford moved.
And you guys
out
are
here.
fucking cool dudes, man. That's what it's all about.
I think Mumford moved
being
out
a
here
homie.
in like April or May, and I got out here in like July.
That's fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And then he introduced me to. So by the time I got here, he already knew people. So he introduced me to Audrey. He was like, "Oh, it's Audrey. She's from
Audrey.
Roanoke."
Shout out to Audrey.
Well, and that's how you make friends when you move to a new city. It's like,
right.
oh, you're from. Oh, come. Like,
yeah,
you're my friend.
You're one
now.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Audrey and I became like just instantly
She's the best,
fucking
isn't she?
tight.
She's so funny.
Yeah, and her last
funny
name is my middle name, and fucking
Whoa.
we're both.
Oh,
from
so your
Virginia.
first name's not Scott?
My first name is Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce Scott Wharton.
Yeah.
It's my grandpa's first name is Bruce.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and his middle name's Lee.
You want me to beat you like
Bruce Lee, dude?
Grandpa?
Yeah.
Was he Asian?
No.
That'd have been cool. If
No,
it was
it's my grandfather Asian.
Hey, your grandfather could be.
I could be a quarter Asian.
But
what is the
and then when Michael visited out here, because like Michael visited out here with a crew like Nick Dees and Anthony Perez, which I had met them before because they had come up and done shows before too in Fredericksburg, but I had never met Michael before until he visited here with those guys, and then he came out here and
a lot of funny motherfuckers that
shine
out
like
of
a diamond.
Oh, he's amazing. I love him.
Yeah, very
He's the
funny.
best.
Is he Asian?
Yeah, he's Filipino.
But your grandfather isn't.
My grandfather's not.
Okay.
Michael and I are not related.
Oh, okay.
I know it's shocking. Comes as a shocker, dude. No, so how has it been out here for you? Like since you moved out here compared to like doing comedy there versus doing comedy here?
I mean, it's a much bigger. It was like a big fish, small pond situation.
You were you big fish out there.
Yeah, like I mean, for what it was in a small comedy scene in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
You were just doing a bunch of stuff.
Right. Yeah. And then I was there like thinking like I'm good, I'm the shit. And then I get out here and I was like, oh, everybody who's out here is that person.
Yeah.
Is that person who was like
that's interesting.
One of the best in their scene. I'm not going to say that I'm the best from the Fredericksburg comedy scene. There's a lot of other really funny people.
You just
too.
did, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
But I'm the only one who had the balls to come out here. Yeah. So get your fucking bags packed, bitches. It's Austin, Texas. Yeehaw. Man, there's some other comics
Stake
from
your
out
claim.
There that would fucking, if Heather Joyce came out here, oh, fuck, Heather would fucking rock.
Heather, get out here.
Heather.
I don't know you, but Heather we need
Joyce.
Heather. Austin needs you.
But yeah, so you get out here and you realize like, oh, everybody's that person. The other thing too is like when I visited out here, I did really well everywhere that I went that week. Everybody's like, how long are you going to be here? When are you moving? When are you coming back? Like, I want to book you. When can I book you? And then when I moved back, none of those people remembered who I was. You know what I mean? Or I found out that those people that were asking me that had like literally zero pull in the comedy community.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm going to book you. I just moved here, but I'm going to book you.
Yeah, or they booked the shittiest comedy show in town. You know what I mean? But so I moved here with expectation of like, I'm going to get booked. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be working. And then that didn't happen. And then I was like, well, I guess I have to go to open mics, right? I'll go to open mics. And I mean, I was going to do it anyway, but I'm like, that's how I have to get booked is people don't remember me.
They got to see you
to go to
again.
open mics. So then I came with this mentality of like, I'm going to open mics with the hope of getting booked instead of I'm going to the open mic to get better.
Yeah.
Which is the way I think about it now.
So which one of I'm sorry, do you think one of those is better or worse than the other? Like if you're like, I'm going to open mics to try to get booked, do you think that's a bad way of looking at it?
I think that it makes you tight. Like it tightens you up. It makes you like get too much in your head. You put too much pressure on it. Open mics are supposed to be for like having fun and trying new shit and fucking off a little bit. Not caring about that and figuring out what's funny so that when you go to Mothership and you're there on the cruise show for 5 minutes in front of 120 people and Little Boy, right? You're ready. You know what's funny, right? And you go in there and just fucking do your shit.
I'm like barely starting to feel like I'm like getting right there where I understand the difference. Because I've been doing it since December of last year, and like
so only about a year now.
Yeah,
I don't know
about a year. I've been going all Yonder. I did a podcast with Yonder last year, and he told me on the podcast to quit being a pussy, basically.
Yeah,
and just sign up and just fucking
Good
go try it.
Yeah.
I mean, he said it in a way nicer, more wise way. You know, he was like, you can't do it unless you've given it a shot. You know, like he gave it to me in some Gandalf wise form. You know, but anyway, it spoke to me, and I was like, you know what, Yonder, you're right. I'm gonna go do it. And so I've been going and trying and failing and having some good nights, and having some shitty nights. And then I've noticed that like when I go, like you're saying, and I'm like, you just loosen up. That's what I've been doing lately, like the last couple weeks of just like, I don't care anymore. You know, I'm just going to go up and have fun, and it's so much better. It's so much better.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm like going into my 6th year.
Damn.
And I still have nights like that where I'm like, oh, I suck. I should quit and go home.
Yeah.
But then you have nights where you're like, I was born to do this.
Yeah.
You know, or you have nights where you crush in front of a packed out Vulcan or a packed out Little Boy, and you're like, that objectively, that was the best set of the night was mine. I was born to do this. And then the next night you go do a showcase at a smoke shop that there's 3 people in and they're vendors for the smoke shop, and you just eat shit for fucking 10 minutes and you're like, I'm gonna I'm gonna move back to Virginia.
Get a job at Wendy's.
Yeah, I can start doing tree work again. I know how to run a chainsaw.
Fresh, never frozen.
That's a lie. I worked at a Wendy's.
They freeze those motherfuckers.
They freeze it. There's a freezer there. I almost slipped and broke my neck in the fucking freezer. Those patties are frozen. I probably signed an NDA or something when I worked there that told me I'm not allowed to say that. But
for the next 20 years, you're liable to get sued if you talk about Wendy's.
The hope is that look, if that happens, that means your podcast did well enough to get the attention of Wendy's.
Let's go, dude. And Wendy's, have you ever seen them throw shade on Twitter? They have this whole thing where they like roast like metal bands. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And the roasts are like dialed in. Like you're like, what metal kid is working at Wendy's?
If a fast food chain's X account was doing roasts, it would be Arby's.
True. Did you see they just
dropped
dropped
I guess they don't want no beef.
Oh.
All right, see you guys later.
Yeah.
Thanks for that sucked. I hate that.
The outro, dude. It's all we need, dude. We got everything we needed from Scott Wharton, dude.
And then, I moved here and I started working at Vulcan, and that was like a weird dynamic because I'm like, I have like a strong work ethic, you know what I mean? Like I grew up doing hard labor and shit. So when I get to like work and job, like my brain goes into a different mode where everybody that is, and even me too, like the reason I want to, a big part of the reason why I want to be a comedian just like the rest of us, because I don't want to fucking work. Like I hate breaking my back.
Well, you want to, you want to work on something that you love versus going and doing work for someone. You want to put in the hard backbreaking work, but on your fucking material or whatever.
But the trying to balance like work, this is a job, but also like we're comedians who work at a comedy club while also trying to balance like moving to Austin, which is a fucking crazy place where you just like spend a year on 6th Street drinking and doing cocaine, even though you've been clean from cocaine for like 2 years before you move here. So just trying to balance all of that was like fucking rattling, man. And then I left Vulcan last year. I started working at Kingdom a little bit.
What's that?
That is a EDM club.
Okay.
Right there between 6th and 7th.
So still
on
Dirty 6th.
Right. So
area.
still right there on Dirty 6th. That's another thing. Fucking, when you're a door guy on 6th, your job is not only to let the people in the show or fucking manage people who are heckling or too drunk, but also to be a zookeeper for what is 6th Street,
the animals on 6th Street,
all of all the alcoholics on 6th Street, and the crackheads and fucking homeless people are running around. So it's like weird.
It's all
man.
the like 21-year-olds from Dallas that like don't ever get drunk and they come out just to get drunk one night and they just start fighting each other. Exactly. I've gotten in fights with my friends. We had this joke where we would basically like every time we would come visit here and go on 6th Street, we like would get in a big argument because we get so hammered at the fucking comedy show at the Vulcan. Leave Vulcan just because you don't know how drunk you're getting, sitting in that fucking chair for 3 hours.
As soon as you stand up,
and you stand up and you're like, "Fuck you, dude!" Like to your best friend.
You're ready to start.
I threw a piece of pizza. My friend said something, call me fat or something, when I was wasted. Oh, I know, I'm a little husky, but he called me fat when I was like wasted while you're eating pizza, and I don't even remember it really what he said to me, and I was mad, pissed me off, drunk me, and I threw a piece of pizza at him. And we got in this big fight, and I just like stormed off to my hotel. We were staying in 2 different places. I was staying like in the Marriott behind the 6th Street. It was fun. I woke up the next day and I was like, "Hey, dude, I don't know what I was mad about. I'm sorry about the pizza." And he's like, "It's all right. I was being a dick." You know what I mean? Like squashed it the next day. It's funny. But yeah, there was
6th Street's a crazy
6th Street drunk.
Place.
6th Street drunk is a crazy different drunk.
Yeah,
it's a different drunk.
So imagine living somewhere else for a fucking pretty fairly quiet suburban town in Virginia off 95 between DC and Richmond, and then you just like fast travel, get fucking, you know what I mean? You just get spawned in the fucking Austin, Texas 6th
the
Street.
Final level.
Because like
you don't have armor, you don't have anything. You have nothing.
And like when I visited here, I was like, "Oh, this is cool. This is fun." And then like, when I moved here, 2 days into moving here, I started working Vulcan and working Kill Tony shows and working Rogan shows. And like during those days at Vulcan, it was nonstop, man, because we were doing Kill Tony sold out, Joe Rogan sold out, Joe Rogan sold out, secret show sold out
Most
or
otherwise at
mostly
the door.
Right, yeah, exactly. And then the weekends, which were like, Big Laugh was selling shit out all the time then on the weekends. And fucking if that wasn't Big Laugh, it was a rave or a frat party or something. So it was always something. And then once you hit the weekend, even if your show in Vulcan isn't that wild, you're on 6th Street. Like, this is a fucking madhouse, dude. So just like getting spawned into that after 30 years of living in the same place was like,
Fredericksburg.
Yeah, man. I honestly did not really fully get adjusted to Austin until this year.
Yeah.
I moved here in July of 2021. And it's been about this year that I've really been like feeling myself, feeling the most Scott that I've felt since I fucking moved here.
Dude, you're so Scott.
Thank you, man.
You are so Scott.
Thank you, man.
I love it.
Working hard, fucking just
hitting mics, getting booked.
Hitting mics more, going out there with the I'm going out here to get does
and have fun.
I'll get booked. Everything will come into play. Also, I have my own show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Connor and I
wanted to talk
show.
to you about that. So how does a person get their own show? Like because it seems like a lot of people do them. Some of them do well. Some of them don't. Sometimes I've noticed comedians, I've heard this at the open mics when people are kind of shitting on each other, or even if they're kind of joking, they're like, oh, you fucking think you can have your own show. So it seems like there's a certain point where it's like if you're like somebody who doesn't have like a name or just moved here and then you try to start your own show, you get kind of like bad looks. It's a bad look sometimes.
Right, yeah,
so I'm like, can you explain that to somebody that doesn't really understand anything about it? Because I'm not from that world.
So, first of all, we just started the show in
Here, pull that mic down just a little tiny bit.
You can see my face?
Yeah, there you go.
Is that better?
That's better.
We started the show in January or February. So I've been here over a year and a half at that point. And I think Connor had been here about 2 years at that point. So Dress to Kill is Connor's brainchild.
And explain to people what that is for people that don't know what it is.
So Dress to Kill is it's a great excuse to dress up and go out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a comedy show with a real Sinatra Rat Pack vibe where everybody dresses up in cocktail attire.
It's fucking awesome.
It's Austin's classiest comedy show.
The patrons and the comedians.
Yeah, so
everybody,
the audience is encouraged to dress up as well.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Okay.
if you don't, I'm going to fuck with you.
Yeah.
If you come wearing a flannel to my
You're
show,
fucked.
I'm going to,
Every comedian's going to fucking
Oh,
die.
yeah, we're going to give you a hard time.
Yeah.
We're not going to fuck with you if you get up to go to the bathroom. We're going to drink. But if you dress like shit, we're going to let you know about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to come to one of those.
Dude, they're so fun, man. It's like it.
Maybe I'll butter your balls and do 5 minutes.
That's the benefit of our show is it has that incentive to come. It's an excuse to dress up. It's interactive because you're dressing up, we're dressing up. It's like this thing we're all doing together, right? So just that alone, I'm really lucky that Connor brought me into that. I'm so blessed that I was able to fall into that because it's such a good premise.
He was already doing it.
So he had the idea. He brought it to Big Laugh. He wrote out the bio. He started putting together the flyer, and he was going to put me on the first show. And when he started bouncing ideas off me and stuff, since I had already ran comedy shows and ran a podcast, and I used to work for a podcast studio that would rent out time to local artists and shit like that. So I already had a good idea of just branding, just simple branding and just little things, how to promote, shit like that.
Yeah.
Not marketing, but promotions and branding.
Well, you did shows in Virginia, so you had,
right.
Yeah.
So when he was showing me certain stuff, I was like, what if you did this? What if you did that? What if you did this? What if you did that?
He was into it.
And then a couple days before the show, he started talking to me about the next show and about me doing it. It was he started naming a potential lineup, and he was and you, of course. And I was like, man, I really appreciate it, but I know we're friends, but I don't expect you to put me on every show. And he was like, oh yeah, I was going to talk to you about that on Friday night after the first show and ask you if you wanted to be the co-producer of this with me, because I don't know if you've had so many good ideas. I don't know, I want to work with you on this.
Fuck yeah.
So ever since then, Connor and I have been co-hosting it.
That's what's cool about coming out here, man. Shit like that just be happening.
Yeah.
It was me and Ridley did a podcast together. He just did mine. And then we were talking. He was he was yeah, we should. I was like, dude, we should do one together or something. And he was like, yeah, you should help me produce mine. And at first I was like, oh, we should call it this. We should do that. And then I started realizing like, oh, wait, no. It should be his thing. And he was like, yes, that's what I meant. And I was like, okay, cool. And so now it's just kind of like, I'll just kind of chime in or softball him some shit. Or
you're like a producer.
Show him the stuff. Yeah, I'll pull stuff up and show it to him. And it's so much fun. It's just about like the hang. Can you create a good hang nowadays? I feel like that's what podcasts, like, seems like it started. I don't know much about it, right? The history of it. I'm not a fucking super nerd about it, but
not
it's
a
like
podcast historian.
Not really, no. But it's like it seems like it all started with the hang, and then once it got really popular, it was like, how is your podcast different from everyone else's? How is it like? What's your niche? What's your spin on it? And then now, like, the way that it's like coming full circle, like even like how fashion trends and how all different kinds of trends, music and stuff, like, comes full circle. It seems like people are after the hang, like an organic, just fucking chilling. Like people like Matt and Shane's is like popular, right? It's just
flagrant,
goofy, chilling, talking.
When Rogan isn't doing some fucking like intellectual podcast,
when he has a comic,
when he has some of those people on, like they bullshit and he loosens them up.
It's kind of cool.
And it becomes like a hang.
Yeah.
Even when Alex Jones is on there trying to like spew bullshit, his craziness, he still kind of makes it a hang.
The frogs are gay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. We're going back to like how does somebody start putting on a show normally? So it sounds like you out here got into a different situation.
Once again, very lucky on my end. Connor had this fucking brilliant idea. He brought it to Big Laugh, who puts on a lot of great shows around the state. And they're actually building a club in Fort Worth right now.
Sick.
So Connor had worked for them for a long time doing tickets and doing stuff like that, doing email. I don't remember what else he did with them. Because before he did tickets at the door, he did something else with Big Laugh as well. So he was working like close with Big Laugh.
Connor who?
Connor Nutt.
Okay.
He was working closely with them when I visited here. So he already had a little bit of an in with them. So when he had the good idea, he had the in, he brought it to them. They were like, yes, we believe in this show. We'll help you produce it. Here's a venue.
And so a lot of things had to fall into place, it sounds like.
Then we did 2 shows there, and then South by and Moon Tower happened. And we ended up having to take things in our own hands. And our first independent show we produced at Spider House.
Okay, I don't know if I've been there.
It's nice.
Cool.
It's a nice spot. The ballroom at Spider House.
Oh, the ballroom. I've been to the ballroom. That place is cool.
Yeah.
I saw one of Lucas McCurry's shows.
Lucas puts on really good shows.
The main course.
That venue, man.
Yeah, it's really cool. I want to do a metal show in there.
That'd be awesome.
I want to do a metal show in there. That would be sick.
Your eyes lit up when you said
I want to do a metal show.
I want to do a metal show.
You should be on. Dude, you should be on GuzzFest next year.
What's that?
I this year did my first GuzzFest. Isn't it so interesting? Doesn't it make you want to know what it is? No, it's a music, comedy, metal, comedy, and barbecue festival.
That sounds amazing.
And so what we did was we had 10 of the best Texas bands from Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Houston, Austin. And then we did 5 bands and then 3 comedians. I had Michael Ridley, Darian Irwin, Casey Rocket.
Oh God, that's a fun show.
And then it finished it out with some like some other notable bands from around here. And then we had 3 or 4 of like the best barbecue spots in the Austin area. Lined up outside, kind of all serving something different. This guy made like blood red looking hot dogs he served them on black buns.
Can we do like a live Stoney Baloney podcast there where people can just like sit down at our booth and get interviewed and we get them high?
That would be really fun. I don't know about getting high there. There's like a whole, like people do it, but it's
CBD.
Not, you know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. We could maybe do something. I don't know. We'll have to see. But maybe if you did it on the street, like out in front, you know what I mean? It's just set up like a shitty like, you know, like the what's that guy, the Republican guy that everybody hates, Crowder.
Yeah.
You set up like a Steven Crowder,
Who's
like
the new guy that does it? Charlie. Fuck, what's his name? Turning Point USA.
I forget.
Charlie
he's
something.
funny. I don't know. It's all those guys are so goofy.
They're straight trolls. They're
so
smart. They're very intelligent, but they're also assholes. It's like I get it. You know what you're talking about.
When they go to the town halls and they waste those like city officials' times where they like act like a blue-haired like. You know, gay dude, and he's like, I just need a safe space or whatever. You know what I mean? And
or they go to like,
can I have my time?
Or they go to those colleges and just set up like a prompt, And then they have all those, all the college kids.
Something that'll just make them come out
and
crawling.
They're all like yelling with emotion. And he's just sitting there and he's like, and he just says like facts. And they're like, I'm still arguing. You can see them like realize that they're wrong. And then they're like, they're so indoctrinated that they have to fight past. Like, it's like 2 + 2 is 5. It's exactly what it is. It's like they know it's 4, but they're like, it's 5.
Yeah, dude, I feel like living in a place like Portland, it was easy for me to get sucked into watching that stuff, right? Because it's so counterculture to like everything around me, right? And then you kind of like for a minute become like one of those like incel dudes that watches that stuff too much. Like it's so easy to watch that stuff too. Like I think you should watch a little bit of that. Like I think it's fun and it's healthy to like watch some of that, like Ben Shapiro dunks on college kids or whatever, those like YouTube videos, because it's funny and it's like he's smart and informational even though people hate him or whatever, and it's like. And I don't love Ben Shapiro. I think he's funny, but it's not like I'm. But then you have those friends, and I definitely have a few that like, especially out in Portland, where it's like they're so annoyed by like the general population, and then they watch this shit on YouTube, and they just become like, it's like, did you see the new Steven Crowder and what he said? And I'm just like, dude, no, you went too far that way.
You accidentally radicalized yourself.
Yes, yeah. I was gonna try to write a bit about it. It's like how I was conservative for a couple months, like so I went through this thing where I was conservative for like kind of like you're talking about it like you're like experimenting sexually. You know what I mean? Like if you could make it like you experiment with gay stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like you were experimenting with like being a conservative. And it's funny because you move out here and I'm like, oh, like. I can now. The dust settles, and I'm center again.
Yeah. I'm anti-abortion, curious.
Yeah, exactly. Something about that.
No, I love documentaries, and I get sucked in all. The other night, my roommate loves Hot Ones, and I went to go put on Hot Ones, and like Louis Theroux was the first one that popped up. He's a documentarian. He used to make these really like captivating documentaries for the BBC. I had never heard of him before either, but it was the first like hot one, the most recent one they did. And he's like, dude, you should look up Louis Theroux documentaries. I'm like, I love documentaries. Let's go.
Yeah.
And the first one I find is like, it's from like 2011, and it's him. It's like about Zionists and about Israel and Palestine. So watch that one. It's very interesting. And he's very, doesn't seem to be a narrative, but he does like let past his views a little bit.
Yeah.
But it never gets in the way of the document.
The information.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. I really enjoyed that one. And then the next one that I watched that my roommate showed me was one from 2003. He's like, this is the one that I remember watching. So I just watched this one, Israel and Palestine, like a 45-minute documentary. And then he shows me this one on Nazis in America that was done in 2003. And as I'm watching it, it's like when you watch American History X, like, I don't know, it's weird. Like you have to like go cleanse your palate after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to go cleanse your like mental palate after that. Or else that happens. You watch too many Steven Crowder things.
Yeah, and you're like,
or you watch,
you know,
and then you mix.
Maybe I don't like abortion anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Then you mix the Louis Theroux Nazis documentary in there, and then you watch American History X, and you're like, you know what? Kind of like the beginning of this movie better than the end of it, you know? And you're like, wait a second, bud. You watched way too many documentaries. Like you fell down
I went through that phase.
You have to counter that shit sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to get information from both sides because nothing is ever really truly neutral. You know
right.
what I mean?
You have to watch a documentary about Nazis in America and then go watch like the new Your Mom's House. Like something dumb that just like totally cleanses, where they might talk about a current event or something.
Yeah. You have to go watch like I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah.
Something that's just so irreverent
Asinine.
and nonsensical.
Yeah.
Or like
Eric Andre show.
Yes,
yeah.
I was about to say that too. Just something that's just so chaos that you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Even Black Mirror, which isn't something that will like.
I love that show.
I love that show too.
It's so cool.
So like you won't accidentally radicalize yourself. Well, you could, I guess. You could accidentally turn into Ted Kaczynski watching Black Mirror.
Yeah,
probably.
You could. Somebody has.
But I was talking we were talking more like right-wing radicalization, like watching weird Vice documentaries, and you're like, you know what? I think these guys make a good point.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, the watching, you get too far down, like, it just goes to show you how it's like each side on the like radical side of any argument is trying to right now just get clicks and stuff like, and just get, you know what I mean? And it's so funny. Like, I was thinking about this too when the Lizzo shit was going down.
Ooh,
right?
That was a fun.
Because it's fun, and Lizzo is funny and annoying to me, like just like everyone else, and like like I like her music, but she's everywhere, right? And so people are like, they're like, yeah, haha, Lizzo finally got canceled. Like, so there was like a haha about that, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because like the Republican dudes always want to, and like the conservative pundit talking point Ben Shapiro guys, they're like always so against cancel culture,
right? But as soon as it happens to somebody,
as soon as they get like a fucking inch on a thread on somebody, they'll fucking pull it. You know what I mean? Like a sweater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just trying to unravel.
Yeah,
it.
no, that's like then you have no morals.
Yeah,
because you can't stick to. If you could stick to what you're saying,
like,
then you're like
Ben Shapiro should have came out and was like, it's okay. Lizzo wanted to experiment sexually with telling her, having her dancers put bananas in the vaginas of, you know what I mean? Like if he wanted to, like he should have.
I hate how good you are.
He should have come out in support of Lizzo's antics.
Yeah,
and saying no one should, not even Lizzo should be canceled, right? Then they would have been like, wow, Ben Shapiro really is against cancel culture,
dude.
He doubled down. But they always.
Could you imagine if cancel culture was a thing in the '80s? Motley Crue wouldn't exist.
Oh my
first
god,
of all.
dude, fucking yeah.
Because the things that they made people eat out of women's pussies way worse than bananas. At least bananas are healthy.
Who knows what they had eaten out of pussies?
Dude, yeah.
Who knows?
You gotta snort this fucking line of heroin off this stripper's clit, like, or you can't move guitars for us anymore. Like, fuck.
You'll never work in this business
also,
again.
like, sorry that Lizzo tried to give you a cool life experience. I would love to eat a banana out of a fucking
sex worker
in Amsterdam.
You know how clean that sex worker's vagina is?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a
probably cleaner than the banana. But
right,
you know how that shit gets sprayed with pesticides.
And like, don't get me wrong, I'd much rather have a woman that I love, that I'm devoted to, that would let me eat bananas out of her pussy. But like,
that's not really something that
I just want the experience somewhere. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's something that you do with a woman that you love.
Sure it is.
No, I think that's only something you do.
Is.
I think it's only something you do with a sex worker. And
no,
you know what I mean? Come on.
I'm gonna ask the girl that I'm dating after this podcast. I'm gonna text her.
She thinks that it'd be love.
Like, hey,
you should text her now.
Like, hey,
see if we can get an answer on the pod. Like, just text her and say, hey, I'm on the podcast. We're trying to figure this out. And ask her.
I know what my ex would say.
I just think that's funny that those dudes, like, they love to just jump at the chance to cancel the other people.
Like, all right, no, we haven't even hooked up yet.
And you're going to
fucking ask.
I almost got you to do it.
I'm like sitting here doing it.
Scott will almost do anything for the bit, dude. He'll almost do anything for the bit.
I mean,
call her up.
I feel like there's a couple, like, hey, I'm on a podcast.
I just realized I have more of these.
Like,
we're trying to figure out if eating a banana, she'll know you're talking about the Lizzo thing. She's like, it's like, remember what happened to Lizzo? We're trying to figure out if eating a banana out of someone's pussy is something that you do only with a sex worker, or if you do it with someone you love. It's too long. Too many questions. Tony, will you grab the other Zins underneath my monitor, please, in the office? Scott needs a Zen after that. He almost screwed things up with a girl he hasn't even slept with yet.
And like, it's not that she doesn't know I'm a pervert. I'm just like, let me ease into the banana play.
Banana play.
You know?
Yeah.
We're not doing piss parties on the first date. All right?
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, it's just funny that those dudes, those fucking conservative dudes, always want to cancel shit the second they get like a see.
Yeah.
You know, but if you try to, censor them, they're like, we are the most censored. We had to start our own app, because we're so censored.
I don't know. I don't think she understands. All right, how do we word that?
You can't help yourself, dude. You can't help yourself. Hey, remember what happened to Lizzo? That's what you have to, hey, remember what happened to Lizzo? She knows, right? And you're like, do you think we're on the podcast trying to figure out?
I should just send her a voice thing. Like, all right.
Did you say it was? It should be under the monitor on the left side. I didn't see any. Oh, really? Yeah. Damn it. Maybe I grabbed them. Maybe
hey, so I'm on the podcast and we're talking about the Lizzo thing where she had the sex workers eat, or where she had the backup dancers eat bananas out of the sex workers' pussies. And I said, we were talking about it, and I was like, I said I'd much rather have a girl that I love and I'm devoted to who would let me eat a banana out of her pussy than to do it with a sex worker. He says that's something you strictly do with a sex worker. I say that it's something you do with someone that you care about. So, is it A, something that... So first question, sex worker or someone you care about? Second question, follow-up question, can I eat a banana out of your pussy?
Ooh, nice. Dude, she's going to be like, yes. She's going to be like, she's going to read that and go,
ooh. And she's just going to laugh because she knows I'm retarded.
Yeah. That's why she's with you, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I had to do it, because I'm like, no, I'm not being myself by not asking her.
Yeah, exactly.
If she gets offended by that question, she's not the one. Fucking as simple as that, dude. It's just me being me. Yeah. Like, would you let me eat a banana out of your snatch? That's all I want to know.
It's a simple question, really.
It's a simple question.
We're asking the important question.
I'd let you eat donuts off my cock or whatever the thing. Whatever the thing.
Dude, like the child's play toy, where you stack the rings on the rings on the pole. You know what I'm talking about?
What's gonna be funny is when she's just like at work behind the bar and she just like listens to that nonchalantly, and all of her coworkers hear me ask, and by the way, would you let me?
Yeah. Like not now, but like later on down the road.
I mean, she might hear that and get like. That could be flattering. Like, oh my God, he wants to eat fruit out of my pussy. What a nice guy. He really likes me.
Yeah, exactly.
He trusts me.
He thinks my pussy's clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See?
There you go.
I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm a gentleman.
Do you think you wash produce before you stick it in someone's pussy?
Yes, you wash the produce.
You get the pesticides
off
of it.
The banana, you get the peel of the banana. The banana is under the peel.
What's that?
The banana's under the peel.
True.
I guess what you would do in that situation...
Nobody washes a banana.
You would wash the banana, stick half in, the other half would be unpeeled, and you eat the unpeeled. No, I want the you know what I want.
Are you into food play, dude? I don't understand. There's this billboard by my house for some of...
I'm into pretty much anything.
For some of
I'm into having fun and being silly.
Yeah, okay. Even in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Cool.
I used to...
Have you ever been tied up?
No.
I'm
the tire upper.
You do the tying.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do the. You wouldn't have let someone tie you up because then you're vulnerable. You could lose your wallet.
I've seen that episode of Seinfeld. We've all seen that episode of Seinfeld.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Well, I do. Tastes good. Almost tastes like hash.
It's probably just because the pipe is so dirty.
And those Zens are fucking strong.
It's just a 3-fer. It's not even a 6er, dude.
I don't know what that means.
It's just a 3 milligram.
Maybe not the tobacco, but the flavor is strong.
It's just mint, dude. It's cool mint. There's no tobacco in here. It's tobacco-less. It's just nicotine. It's straight nic. It's just straight nicotine.
You know what I mean. The nicotine. You know what the fuck I mean.
I mean, those are two different things.
They are.
If you're chewing tobacco, you got that big nasty wad of fucking leaves and branches in your mouth. You know, you ever accidentally grab one of those cans, take a swig?
Ugh, maybe once. Straight.
I think I've gotten it like this close and never fully. My dad has stories about it.
My uncle used to fucking spit dip. I feel like I've definitely drank it.
It seems like a Virginia thing.
Oh, for
Spitting
sure.
some dip.
Definitely a Virginia thing.
Girls probably out there dipping.
Are you from Oregon?
Yeah, I grew up in Oregon, yeah. In Portland.
You grew up in Portland. Fuck.
Portland was so dope for a long time.
Yeah.
And then it got a little crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Had to leave.
Fred Armisen was there. It was good.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. Fred Armisen, in a way, kind of ruined. It's like that whole show brought so many people in and kind of, but I don't
Hipsters
know.
were like,
I
this is
don't
where we
know.
belong.
I feel like the people that came in and moved in, they might not have fucked everything up as much as like the reaction from the locals did. Like, we're gonna double down on how weird everything is. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is I love it out here. It's fucking awesome. Yesterday was fucking 75, 73, and sunny, beautiful all day in fucking mid-November. Yeah. Goddamn.
I walked outside yesterday. I was like, ooh, yeah.
Ooh, not a snowflake in sight.
No, not at all.
We're saying that it'll freeze over in like a month.
It's gonna freeze. In a week. It'll just happen overnight. It'll just be 75. The next day it'll be 28, and you'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Glad I saved my Columbia,
No lie, dude. I'm glad I have my Carhartt still.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
Are the winters bad in Virginia?
It can get bad. They can get bad.
We just are rainy.
But it's not bad like it gets in Minnesota or Maine, or, where it's actually cold.
It's like
those people laugh at us. They laugh at me.
Is the weather swampy over there? Are we talking about weather on the podcast? So fucking stupid. Let's not do that.
Yeah, let's
fuck
not do
the
that.
weather.
What else
fuck
do you
the
do
weather.
on your podcast?
The Jews control the weather. Yeah, let's talk about that. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't do that.
I know.
You did watch me do a conspiracy-laden rant at Lucky Duck more than once.
Oh yeah, dude.
But then I think you had to follow me one time. And I remember you saying something about it.
I don't remember
what you said.
All right, get this guy some help.
I have duck face and cuck face written down.
Duck face and cuck face?
Do you think that cuck porn is a fucking psyop? You think them just like loading the front screen with tranny porn and cuck porn and interracial porn is a psyop?
Do they?
Or is that just my algorithm?
Oh, I think it's just for you, buddy. I don't know. I mean, I think why not entertain? Like I've said before, I like to have one foot in a deep conspiracy and one foot in reality.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think that's the way to do it.
I think it's fun. It's fun to be like, yeah, it is a psyop.
Think about what if.
They do want to normalize. They want us to have sex with men who have transitioned into being female.
Yeah, because they want
they don't want us to reproduce. Yeah. Easy. It's easy math.
But then other times I'm like, no, but they're psyoping the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce relationship to try to restore the nuclear family. You know what I mean? So it's all very
Wait, what? Break that one down for me.
I mean, it's as simple as fucking what I just said. It's to restore the nuclear family.
Oh, they want I get it. So they get the new hot pop symbols, pop culture symbols they want to basically get together and have a normal family. And so they're trying to sell the American dream back to us.
Boom. That's what it is.
Because he's just a small town boy from Kansas City. And she's just a humble rock star, dude. She is so rock star. I mean, like as far as how famous she is, it's fucking
she's basically
sick.
God.
I didn't even realize it, until like this year.
We were talking about Grateful Dead fans earlier.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift fans.
Crazier?
Might be worse than Grateful Dead fans. I was at comedy.
Well, definitely worse than.
I was at a comedy show last night. And the comedian was talking about Taylor Swift movie and named a part of the movie. And this woman, a Swiftie in the audience, shouted out the timestamp of that scene in the movie. No,
she didn't.
Of the movie. Oh, my God. It's like a Grateful
33:11, like 33 minutes.
It's a 2 hour and 40-minute movie.
Oh, my God.
It's like a Grateful Dead fan being like, no, like you got to hear Dead. It's Dead 78 at Berkeley at the hour and 12-minute, 36-second mark.
When Jerry whips out the lap steel, goes to town.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And absolute magic happens. Wait, here it comes.
You didn't feel it, dude? Oh, you got to be on acid to fucking understand.
And at least Grateful Dead fans are like, dude, Grateful Dead fans are on LSD. They're actively on LSD. Way more calm than Taylor Swift fans.
Really?
Taylor Swift fans are like, no! Grateful Dead fans are like,
that is true.
You know what I mean?
And they're literally hallucinating.
Literally.
Interesting.
Literally on
What's the craziest thing you ever saw on acid?
It's the craziest
You've done
thing
a lot of
I ever
acid,
saw
right?
on acid.
Or maybe not saw, but what's the craziest
things I've ever seen on acid is my friends lose their minds on acid, is watching people have ego deaths.
Oh, I had one of those.
Did you?
On mushrooms, I had one.
Yeah, what was it like?
I forgot everything that I forgot about. I forgot who I was, and I forgot like the things that made me unique, like what I like. I forgot what I like, and I forgot what. Why are you laughing at me? I'm being honest with you. You think I'm joking?
No, I'm laughing because it gets me off. I love that shit, man. It's so funny.
And then what was crazy is I like buried my face in the pillow for a while. It could have been 5 minutes. It could have been 3 hours. I don't know. And then I woke up. And I was like, oh, my God, I remember everything. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, I'm so glad that I have all this, like, stuff that I would have taken for granted back.
Oh, my God.
Psychedelics are crazy. Mushrooms are awesome.
I watched my friend Katie I watched Andy and Katie, but Katie specifically, she was, like, interdimensionally traveling. Like, she was just sitting there, but you could, like, see it in her eyes. You know what I mean? You could, like, you ever seen, like... You ever see like the look someone gets in their eyes right before they die? Like that look of like they can see through the veil of like it's this look of like fear and understanding, like at the same time.
God,
like watching your friends have that face
Yes.
is my favorite thing to see. But I watched Katie have that face, and when she kind of came back to earth a little bit, she was telling me about this like race of people that like she's like, I saw the ancestors, but it was the future, and she was like, they like basically the way she described it, they sounded like just like this race of like monks. You know what I mean? Like she
eunuchs
just airdropped into like this, these monks, and
she was like, there I was in my normal clothes, like a time traveler, a weary time traveler.
Meanwhile, Andy is sitting on the floor. He has this like tribal blanket that's just like, it's just like triangles or diamond pattern, right? That looks like some like Mayan blanket or something. And he's tripping balls. And he's like looking at the blanket. Meanwhile, Andy has also been like on a borderline DMT level acid trip. You know what I mean?
What kind of acid are you guys doing?
So Andy's like also kind of coming back to earth from that, that sunken place look on his face. And he's like looks at this blanket that he's sitting on. And he's like, no, I get it. The ancients were trying to tell us in the and he's like pointing at the blanket.
Can you see?
This is how you build a perfect structure, is with triangles. He like figured it out.
You're like
but he couldn't do he knew the math, but he couldn't show it on paper, right? You know what I mean? Like he couldn't explain it to you, but he understood.
He's like the immigrant woman at the Fredericksburg Farmers Market knew the answers. She had all the answers woven into this blanket, dude.
Meanwhile, my cousin and I are like, yeah, we opened up a portal at the Sun Wheel. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Like,
dude. Speaking of portals, should we watch some stuff?
You want to watch some stuff?
You want to watch some funny stuff?
Yeah, let's watch some.
We can always take a break from it, but Tony, I have some stuff too. I think since we should introduce Scott to our boy Darian, because I also have a new Darian on my phone that I can airdrop. If you go to the podcast prep, and then start us off with, they are named, I think, different names. They should be, let's start off with Gargle Peroxide like we normally do, and then we'll go into secret government information. So this is a guy I found on TikTok myself. I'm very proud of it. He's going to be fucking TikTok famous one day. Here, just full screen it so it's like shows up in the middle. Hit the green up top. The green.
I've definitely like swished my mouth out with peroxide of water.
So this guy's amazing. He's got a lot of good conspiracy insight.
Is that the?
Oh wait, hang on. We gotta hook up. You gotta hook up the boob tooth.
Is that the?
Go to go up to the top right.
Is that the theme of the podcast today? Since I'm on, you're like conspiracy.
No, I've shown this to like almost everybody.
The same video? Are you a video whore?
I'm kind of a video whore. I just at least a few.
Nothing I hate.
They're gonna,
more
but
than a
the
real
but the
whore.
reason I want to go back and show you these, we haven't watched clips on the last couple episodes of the podcast. I don't like doing it on every episode, but just if we want to. So I thought it'd be fun to watch some. But so with Darian, I have a new one I want to show you. So I want you to get the backstory right now, and then we'll show you. I'm gonna airdrop the new one while we're doing this.
Okay.
All right. Are we getting sound? We should be.
This is Darren J. Morris, and the number one sleeper in HIV and STD and ulcers and STD is because you need to douche and gargle your mouth with peroxide so you don't get ulcers or herpes around your lip or on your tongue. You have to gargle with peroxide daily and douche
Daily?
with apple cider vinegar.
No.
You have to do it every time you have sex so you can be discharged all the chemicals and DNA that you have. You will keep some of the DNA, but you won't keep all of it. Because too much DNA
WebMD?
can make you really, really sick.
I don't think so. No.
Morning sicknesses, and it can turn into COVID. Or any type of malaria virus. Make you real sick to the stomach. Just like
I can't take conspiracy advice from a guy who reads at an 8th grade level.
Yeah, show us the next one over, the secret government information one next to Mitt Romney. No, yeah, that one. This one's so funny, dude. So he starts off every video like, if you see this, it's too late and I'm dead. He's like, my name is Darian J. Morris. Like it seems like a message. Like like they're gonna get me. Like, so I'm gonna drop this information. This is Darian J. Morris. So funny.
This is Darren J. Morris. I just tapped into some secret government information. They woke me up while I was asleep.
Hang on, pause. Dude, I'm like, how did you tap into secret government? I've been trying to figure this out with a couple other people I've showed this to on the podcast. Like, I picture him like sleeping on like a cot in a room full of computers, like a hacker, from like a cop movie show where they're like, hang on a second, I'm hacking into the mainframe. He's in like a room like that with full of computer screens, and like one of them just goes off with secret government information. And he woke up out of his sleep, and he's like, how do you tap into secret government information that wakes you up while you're asleep?
Prophetic dreams, man.
Damn.
Maybe he had a dream and he like was a fly on the wall in one of those like intergalactic.
That is kind of what he gets into.
Committee meetings.
All right, continue.
He was like a machine elf and he got to watch like the lizard people talk to the Anunnaki.
Yeah.
And the lizard people are all right, we're going to go back to Earth now and implement this.
Dude, he does talk about, he gets into portals.
We're going to legislate the prophecy.
He gets into portals. I love Darren J. Morris.
Legislate the prophecy.
Virus and West Nile virus is similar to COVID. They're all malaria viruses. They're both similar to COVID. So how you would treat the goo virus and West Nile virus is the same how you would treat a malaria virus. They are similar to COVID.
He also does not blink.
We are messed up. We're messed up really bad.
He can focus real well on reading.
Are similar to COVID-19.
I just wonder if he's reading.
That is the warning.
He has no public speaking skills.
I'm out. That's the warning. I'm out. What do you think about Darian, dude? You think does he have?
I think his heart's in the right place.
Down one of these over here, down on the bottom ones. Oh yeah, let's do this one too, dude. He's got a lot of skills.
I can also talk to the dead and unseen. I can talk to people that has perished. Through their music, I can talk to them and question them. I can be my own private investigator if I wanted to. I know a lot of information, man.
This guy is either an idiot or a genius, and this is just like some Andy Kaufman type TikTok that he does.
Yeah,
where he writes the script down on his phone or his computer. He reads it off of that while he records, so you can see it in the reflection of his glasses, and then he just talks in like terrible grammar, monotone, in a way that's not going to convince anybody of anything.
Where do you think he's from? Georgia?
What do I think he's from?
Virginia? Could he be from Virginia?
He's from like Little Rock, Arkansas.
Little Rock, Arkansas. Here, one of these down here, you see these 5 in a row down here? We have a lot of Darian. One of these is about the spirit realm. I'm not sure which one it is. It might be the furthest one over. Or no, the second to furthest. Yeah, that one I think is the one.
Spirit realm.
He talks about...
This is Darren J. Morris, and I'm teaching you about the zombie virus.
Oh.
You're supposed to drink lemon water mixed with ginger.
That's all you need.
Destroy all bacteria.
That's all they needed in The Walking Dead was lemon water and ginger.
A little bit of lemon water, a little bit of ginger. Maybe some garlic in case there's a vampire floating about.
Put lemon water on the infected area, and it's going to cure.
I love him. He's so funny.
Out of it. And I'm out, and I love you all. Thank y'all for stopping by.
All right, so
are you laughing at him or are you laughing with him though? Like, are you a believer that this is just like abstract?
Like I said,
avant-garde.
Like I said, I have one foot in reality, one foot in the deepest conspiracy, and I think he could be onto something, honestly. But I don't know, lemon water. It seems like lemon water and lemon water getting rid of zombie viruses. I don't know. But see, I had to show you this stuff just so you can understand. Here, I'm going to airdrop this one. The fame, he's picked up a little bit on TikTok, and it's gotten to his head a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And so, it's that one on the right. There you go. Yeah, the fame's gotten to his head a little bit.
Let's see.
What's up, ladies and gents? This is Darren J. Morris. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been texting my best friend. I've been basically chasing women, trying to find a girlfriend. I just want to be happy. That's all I want to be. I'm famous enough.
Somebody.
I just want to be happy. Y'all got me doing so much at one time. You want me to work on the weather. You requesting gifts. It's just too much right now. I'm trying to focus on my life to the point where I can find myself a wife or a girlfriend.
There you go.
To hang out with.
I think he'll
don't wanna
find
be
somebody.
on social media every day, constantly, and nobody's not contributing to the streams. I don't want to be on here every day. I ain't doing that. I want to be by somebody's house, hanging out, having fun, and getting that on record.
It's crazy the shit that people will record and put on and put on fucking
have.
TikTok, dude. TikTok is wild.
TikTok's a terrible place.
This is a terrible place.
The real conspiracy theory is the isolation that we made along the way by being conspiracy theorists and just posting weird videos on our phone every day.
True.
I mean, that's what this does. It's just isolation device. Gives you another
100%.
reason to just stay home and fucking scroll your slot machine phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I write music about, dude. I fucking about the psychosis that the digging too deep into the conspiracy thing leads you to just be.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes you like pushes all your you know we all know those
Kills
guys.
your spirit, man.
Yeah, you can't be black pilled. You know, they call it black pilled.
Uh-huh.
We're just like everything's fake, the world sucks, we're fucked. You know, and you're just like, all right, dude. Well, I'm gonna go to open mics and fucking have fun if the world's fucked.
Yeah.
Like that's where it always goes for me. It always goes.
I'm always
like,
trying to
it's
laugh
so
with some
fucked,
people
but then
about
it's
it.
like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna have fun and fuck around then. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. That's nihilistic.
yeah. We all know those people that go too deep down the rabbit hole. Tony, you have some stuff to show us that I
been
haven't
there, man.
seen.
I've been deep down the rabbit hole, dude. And then I just got to a point where I realized that shit was killing my spirit.
Mm-hmm. People around you are annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not a fucking personality.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but it's not a good one.
Yeah, it's rough.
But it's not that it's not. But it's not like it's not still a part of like my personality or my social interactions and stuff. Like, it's not that I don't enjoy talking about that stuff or like looking into it or.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people who do that, they do nothing to like take action. And I'm not saying like radical fucking anything extreme. I'm just.
Well, take it to an open mic and make a joke out of it.
At least make a joke
Yeah,
out of
do
it and try to
something
get
fun.
it into somebody else's ear and earbug them or at least try to fucking better yourself or do stuff to like I'm gonna build a garden. I'm gonna build the beds probably in about February,
Nice.
so I can have the garden started in like March,
So you can fucking survive.
so I can have my own plants and shit. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
yeah.
So like nobody's a lot of people. I don't want to say nobody, but there's a lot of people who are like, it's all a conspiracy, but they're not doing anything to like wean themselves off of the teat of the corporations and the governments that they're so dependent upon, right?
Yeah.
And then the flip side of that is it's all a conspiracy, and then the people who are doing those things are a little bit extreme. Like it's all very, there's no composure about it. It's all very eager, right? So and I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of those doomsday preppers does come off like that, right? It's very eager. It's very like stressed out energy. It's not composed. And I think that if I'm sitting here preparing for my jokes tonight and I'm like, this is my joke, and I write it that fast instead of like, this is my and taking my time and preparing. If you're rushing through your preparation, then you're gonna rush through
The execution.
So if you're composed when you're preparing, so yeah, there's a lot of sides to that. I try not to be fucking nihilistic about it, man. There are definitely times where I'm like, oh yeah, we're all fucked. But there's just
But that's the thing. It's like even if
that
we're
guy's
all
no fun at parties.
no, yeah. Even if we're all fucked, I feel like everybody goes through different. There's different stages, and like phases of the conspiracy. Like trying to get the ASMR pot smoking. Yeah. Of the. Oh, you got a big one. Oh, Scotty got a big one there. Oh.
It went through my sinus cavity.
It's like one of those teapot things.
Yeah, and I've fucking scalped that thing raw with cocaine over the years.
Oh, my goodness.
Sinus cavities.
So talk to me more about cocaine, dude. When did you? What did you? So you quit doing cocaine?
Oh God damn it.
You okay?
Yeah. Oh, cocaine.
Cocaine.
We'll save the cocaine talk for another podcast. Let's watch this video.
All right. You want to watch this? This video.
I'm gonna get out of here soon and go
Yeah.
cook dinner and-
We'll wrap it up. We'll watch a couple more of these and wrap it up. This guy's fucking sick, dude.
Wheelchair man. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
Can you mute this, dude? It's gonna fucking demonetize us.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't need the volume. For people just watching, it's we watched this on one of the last couple episodes of the podcast with Boone. He showed me this video, this fucking Dave Mira of wait for him to stick it though. He fucking sticks it. No, not that one. That is so scary.
There it is.
Oh! So dope. Fucking stuck
Something
it.
guess. I wonder how he I wonder if he's always been paralyzed, had.
I don't know the story
paraplegia,
about this guy.
or if if some sort of accident. Wait, isn't that the guy who used to ride the motorbike for them? No. Remember when they first started doing Nitro Circus, there was a guy who drove a Hayabusa.
Oh, I remember Nitro Circus. Now that you bring that up, yeah.
Remember when he fucking?
There was a wheelchair dude on there.
Remember when the guy with the motorcycle guy? He was he rode a street bike. He fucking hit a street bike on a ramp. And he fucking missed the foam pit, and he landed I think
I did see.
I think he hit his leg.
Was that in the movie?
It was on the TV show.
They had
I
a
know.
movie. I know.
Did they?
Yeah. I don't know. Nitro
I bet
Circus.
I bet they come to Austin and do stuff like Red Bull.
That would be
Sports
cool.
And Nitro Circus type.
Do you
stuff.
have anything that you prepped, Tony? You didn't do your fucking homework, Tony? No, I'm just kidding.
Guys, it's fine. I forget.
No, it's all good.
I can show you something that's conspiracy dude reminded me of.
What?
Have you heard of Elijah Jamerson?
No.
No, he's a TikTok or Instagram reel sensation.
Oh, is he?
College kid. Very strange answers.
Unmute your microphone so people can hear you talk.
I thought I did.
Oh no, you did. You just weren't talking into it.
No, I wasn't. Very unprofesh.
It's all right, dude. You're rusty. This is your first one back in a couple weeks. I will let the watchers, the people that follow the podcast, the 4 of you that follow it religiously, T Money is officially about to move to Austin, and we're gonna have T Money in the house on the regs.
But if you call that person T Money one more time, my fucking head's gonna explode.
T Money, dude.
She better be a stripper and not a guy.
No, it's Tony.
Tony?
This Tony.
Oh, okay.
Our boy, Tony.
Okay, Tony. I thought you were talking about somebody else.
No. Do you know somebody named T Money? You got a problem with somebody named T Money, dude?
Yeah, I do. Big problem.
Who is this guy?
I love the podcast premise. Let's watch strange video. Let me show you this fucked up video. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you like that, or are you trolling me? You like it or don't like it? You don't like it.
I like how you asked it the first time because I was about to say yes. Because that was fun. Do you like it or are you trolling me?
Who am I here with today?
I'm already addicted to my phone. You know what I mean?
Right. Let me show you some
my
stuff.
algorithm.
Yeah, exactly.
You're look at my algorithm.
All right, prepare to be amazed.
After this, we're gonna look at fucking goth girls and fucking metaphysical art on my algorithm. If you guys are ready for that,
Let's just
awesome.
let's just look at
it is.
let's look at your Pornhub recommended.
Oh, let's not do
Elijah
that.
Jamerson at your service.
Elijah,
Yes.
your recent video has received over 1.5 million views. How do you feel?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Do you have anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Keep worshiping me.
Fuck yeah.
Let the show go on.
Let the show go on, baby.
I'm a fan favorite. My only skill is to entertain.
Do you have any more talents? I'm sure everyone's wondering. Any different talents?
Before he goes, what do you guess his talent is?
All right. First of all, I love him as a human and a personality
Yeah,
in
his
the real world.
energy is awesome.
But I would also love to watch him go to an open mic and just eat shit.
yeah, just act like that.
Because I've seen people in town that are like that.
yeah, kind
I'm not
of
gonna
like
name
that.
names. When we in the podcast, I'll name some
Yeah.
names. But I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I would just love to
Yeah.
watch that person get
At the
humbled
Lucky
and be like-
Duck.
and be like, oh, oh, this isn't a personality I can like.
I am human.
Oh, people are enabling me. That's what this has been.
Oh, TikTok is not real life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think this is the duality of like the conspiracy theorist. I think this guy has his own like, channel where he talks to his phone and like says crazy shit too. Let's keep going. See his talent. No, it's mostly just an inadequate range of voices.
Can I see?
Oh, sure you can. But no, mostly just the basic nonsense. Give them the present. Too flexible for my own well-being, but
Yes, dude. Whoa.
Is it sad?
It is kind of sad.
Is it his TikTok that's famous, or is it the fucking wrestling team who's just like using him as dinner for schmucks?
Yeah, exactly.
And
yeah,
just getting views off of him.
Yeah, who's
It's them. The guy's a football player, I believe, and he's.
You called it, dude. He's like the jock making fun of this kid.
He has
the
a
fucking
wrestling shirt
douchey
on.
jock making fun of the fucking autistic dude.
Yeah,
that's
a series.
It's a series.
Yeah, so this is like one of many.
Okay.
But yeah,
he's definitely the kid. The kid talks funny. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. It does at a certain.
I like.
You called that.
I
guy.
hope he does a mass shooting. Like, he's allowed to do one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're
And
gonna
if
fucking
it's just the wrestling team, like, how many casualties were really lost that day, guys?
yeah, exactly.
None of those kids were going to the UFC. What fucking shitty state school is that? That's not even a college anyone knows of that they go to. It's
They're
basically
definitely
a
just
community college that
messing
they
with this
called
kid.
a state school. And now they
I hope he does open mics.
I hope he does open mics.
He's got the confidence.
What are you writing down, dude?
Things I want to talk about off the
Okay,
podcast.
okay, cool.
About this video.
I'm glad I didn't start reading it.
Oh, God.
I'm glad I didn't start reading it.
In particular, this video. When I'm talking about... God damn it. Jesus Christ. Fucking TikTok, man. Keep going.
Shit.
Is there more of these?
Yeah,
I want to do a match. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to finish that sentence, but you know what I was going to say. Like, they're bullying him. That's a form of bullying. Like, they deserve to get their asses kicked.
I'm just like confused. Does he know that like he's popular because he's being all weird and quirky?
Yeah, he does.
He does?
He's aware.
Who am I here with today?
Elijah Jamerson.
Tell the people how to spell your name.
So are they friends?
ELIJA. I imagine they have like some sort of like maybe they're partners on a project or something.
Okay.
I don't know. It's always those two people.
That is probably what it is. They probably met in some class that they're both taking or something. Hold on, pause.
J-A-M-E.
Elijah is probably the best wingman in college, though.
Yeah.
That fucking dude right there on the right is getting so much fucking cooch.
Who, the football guy?
Oh, my God, dude. Look at that wingman. Look at his wingman.
Yeah.
I have a black friend who's gay and weird. Come on, dude.
Look at this shot.
I'm inclusive. He's getting so much blue-haired pussy. It's insane, dude.
This shot on screen right now could be a sick fucking dope shirt, dude. Not gonna lie.
What?
This shot on screen right now could be a fucking dope
You think
shirt.
that would sell?
Yeah.
Wear it.
I will, dude.
GORCAST. Can we at least
We'll just cut them out of it.
turn it into
Put
like
my head on it, both of
Yeah,
them.
both of them.
do it, but
Put these on both of them.
like get that image, but get like someone that makes album art, like black metal album art.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Get them to like turn that image into
Just like sepia the damn thing.
right, yeah.
You know what
just
I mean?
make it black and fucking do like
X their eyes
outlines
out and
yeah,
stuff.
make it look all wild and
scribbles.
shit. Yeah,
I like
exactly.
that. Yeah. Make it look like the Stranger Things, like what the mentally ill kids draw, like in horror movies.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? They just like scribble like dark scribbles on stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so is this like the big viral one that like went
I
really
feel like
viral?
you're talking about your childhood a little bit.
No, I'm talking about like, you know, the beginning of like fucking scary movies and they're like,
Yeah.
he's not possessed, he's just a little weird, and he's like, death to everyone, and he's drawing like knives.
He's, like,
and like
drawing a demon.
And he's drawing just like he's taking the black crayon and just drawing like
How many
star
horror
form.
movies or like episodes of a TV show that's like horror based does that happen? I have to
Every
know.
single one.
So
dude.
many of them.
So
Anyone that there's
many.
a creepy kid.
So many. Stranger Things is one of them.
Or
He just keeps drawing this Demogorgon. What is it? It can't be real. And he's like seeing it. It's like, no, I'm fucking drawing what I'm seeing. I'm just trying. And the kid's always right. The kid's always right.
What about the image that Drake's son drew?
What did he draw?
Look up. Can you show? You know what I'm talking about. He knows.
We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. This is quality podcast.
It's the album art for Drake's newest album.
Oh, all the dogs.
And yeah. Yep.
Oh, that is totally something that an abused child draws.
Dude, that is, yeah.
Holy shit.
That kid's having visions.
Holy shit, it's like a chupacabra.
For sure. It's some sort of like satanic chupacabra.
Yeah,
the veil isn't lifted. Like that kid can see through the veil, dude. He's like, he has mild schizophrenia. He's a child of Satan,
He
clearly.
looks like the It Clown. He's got like the big curly red hair.
Look, you're going to have trouble convincing me that people like Drake aren't fucking high priests of the Dark Lord.
I mean, he's pretty. If anybody's Illuminati, it's fucking Drizzy.
It's fucking Drake.
Yeah.
But I do like
He
that,
says it.
I do like that Pusha T, also from Virginia. I do like that Pusha T bullied Drake into
That was pretty,
raising his son.
That was pretty.
That
funny.
was nice.
That was nice of him. That was good. Those bars went pretty hard.
Yeah.
Hard enough that Drake had to start being like, okay, I do have a son.
This is how hard those bars
He was
went,
like,
bro.
I was trying to keep I wasn't trying to keep my son from the world. I was trying to keep the world from my son.
Yeah, sure you were. Sure you were. Kids now are, they're like the French bulldogs. You know what I mean? It's just like a little status symbol that you have to like dress in your fucking image. You know what I mean?
Kinda true.
That's why all right, that's part of the reason why this country is fucked is the French bulldog status symbol. Because when the Chinese invade, there's not going to be any more Rottweilers and Dobermans and Pit Bulls. You know what I mean? It's just going to be a fucking city full of goddamn French bulldogs. And what are they going to do? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's got a fucking German Shepherd.
Tear gas will kill them. Tear gas will kill them.
Get him, Riley! Nobody has one of those. Like, you know what I mean? You can't sick your dog on.
You can't sick your French like on a 7-year-old maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if some like African child soldiers invade America, okay, maybe the French bulldogs have a chance.
Yeah,
but those kids have AK-47s and the French bulldogs do not. So
we need tougher dogs in this country.
We need tougher dogs in this country.
100%.
I mean,
mandatory pit bulls for every household.
Bigger, tougher dogs.
If the Chinese invade, like the dogs don't have a chance though. They're just gonna turn to food.
Oh, got him. Good.
That's what I'm saying. Now we're supplying their army with rations. You understand? That's not good. We're supposed to cut off all supply lines. Next thing you know, we're going to start putting rice patties in the middle of fucking Kansas or some shit. That's what's going to happen. Yep.
All right, let's watch this.
It's just going to be full of pugs and fucking French bulldogs and rice patties. They're like, that's peculiar. How come McDonald's is spelled in Chinese today? Because Red Dawn is upon us, baby.
Hide your dogs.
Hide your dogs.
All right, back to Elijah.
Thanks, Elijah.
ERSON. If you need me to do it again, do it in words. I could spell it and sign.
Okay.
Do you need it? If
No.
not, then thank you.
I think we're good.
Right.
So, you said you have some other talents you want to show
Yeah?
us. Can you show us some?
All right.
Oh, shit.
Either anything else?
He's so funny.
That dude fucks, bro.
Any other, like, what about dance moves or singing? You said, like,
I do tend to dabble in song. If someone give me a beat, I could drop something.
a beat.
Wait, can you pause it for a second?
I say that
Dude.
all the time to my friends. I dabble in song.
I dabble in song.
songs.
Dude, I love it because he is so funny, and then there's these moments where you're like, oh, dude, he's so like naturally like funny and theatrical. Like he's like a theater kid almost, right?
Yeah.
But then he'll do something where you immediately go from, oh, that's fucking he's funny to, oh my god, is he like, it changes to school shooter energy quick. Like it shifts to me. Like he does the splits and he's like, anything else? And you're like, that's funny, dude. That's a fucking punchline. And then he gets up and he goes, and you're like, whoa, shit. Chills run down your spine, dude. And you're like, if this, like, you would wake up in a, you know, like a storage container chained to the wall to him like feeding you schlop.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like,
And then just showing you his talent. I have
Yeah.
special talent. Would
Yeah,
you like
exactly.
to see? You're like, no, please, I just want to go home. He's like, not until you see my special talent.
Yeah. Yeah, not another one. He's like, clap for me.
He's like a real life version of Stewart from Mad TV.
Yeah,
he's like, look what I can do.
What I can do. Yes, exactly. Oh shit! I just hit the.
But
chair.
he's chained to the. But you're chained to the radiator like fucking Black Snake Moan.
yeah, exactly.
That's the movie.
All right, finish it. He's gonna drop bars.
Can anyone come give us a
Start
beat?
the song, man.
Can someone give us a beat?
Anything will do. I'll just file it. Up the heat. We're mixing style.
Okay, we'll get a beat.
If I live a minute, because I see him in the stars can file it. But I'm in the art, don't defile it. But I'm mixing all the stars where I file it. Because I'm meeting my heart, because I'm beating these stars with the song gonna mix when we trial it. Because I'm mixing these stars on the beat. But hitting the fire and the heat. Cause I'm bleeding my heart, and I bleed my heart, cause the stars gonna fire today. We Ausin down.
See, I don't like how this feels, cause this now the.
It's that guy.
It's that guy. He's so jockey douchey, making fun of this guy.
Yeah.
I don't like.
They're exploiting him.
And so, why does it have so many views? Are the views like fuck that guy? Like, are the
all the comments are a lot like just quoting him. You know, the things he says, like people.
I mean, he does have some good one-liners.
Yeah, he's got some great quotes. That's why I love him.
He's a character.
Yeah, he's an awesome character. And this guy, like a lot of them are like hating on this guy specifically.
He needs to get.
Yeah.
He needs to be independent.
I think the jock is secretly in love with him.
Really?
Yes.
Look at that smile on his face.
Yeah.
There's a lot of repressed homosexuality.
I don't know, dude.
And you know,
I
this
just
guy's a
feel like I
wrestler.
grew up
He's a
with those
wrestler.
guys.
He already likes rolling around.
I grew up with
men.
those kind of guys. They're making fun of that guy. Puts a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, they're.
I don't like it.
They're definitely.
I don't fucking like him. I don't like bullies. I don't.
And they're in college. They're in college, so this is the closest.
Is it college?
This is the closest thing they could find to a retarded kid. Because there's not special ed classes at college.
I wonder if this is just an act for the camera, and if he's actually normal and they get along.
No,
and they're
he
friends.
seems like, well, maybe.
Like he carries the books on his head when he walks down the hall, kind of thing. You seen that before?
I don't.
I had. There was a girl in our class with always watch anime back in the day, and then she would walk around. She would carry her books on her head, and the type to like put the hoodie on with no hood or with no arms in, kind of run around like a cape.
I love girls like that. Fucking love girls like that.
That's who I go for, dude.
If she Naruto runs down the aisle at my wedding,
It was meant to be,
it was
dude.
meant to be. Yeah.
I love
And
it.
I'm not even like a big anime guy. I just know that's what I'm into.
Yeah.
Girls with autism.
I think that's a great place to end it, Scott.
I think so too. Not as good as it gets.
That's not as good as it gets. Did you have fun? Would you come back and do this again in like a year?
It's a great way to end it from two guys who look like girls with autism.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd love to come back and do it, man.
Good, man. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you, dude.
We'll have you on Stoney Baloney too.
Oh, dude, I would love that. Nobody ever asked me to do their podcast.
That's
I'm just out here doing the podcast. All right, run the outro.